11 a.m. only on the KSJE 90.9 FM.
Expand your knowledge with the Academic Minute. Each day, travel with us around the world to learn what professors are researching within their specialties and be the first in the know. Listen as we discover the newest green innovations, research the behavioral patterns of animals, and examine how the arts are being studied today. You'll find it all on the Academic Minute.
Listen every weekday afternoon during the KSJE Evening News at 5:30. Eleven minutes past 8 o'clock. It is Tuesday morning, the 11th day of February 2025. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott Micklin. Thanks for tuning in to KSJE 90.9 FM over the air here in San Juan County, New Mexico. In Durango, Colorado, we know you're listening to us at 103.3 FM. And if you're anywhere else on the planet, you've gone to our website to listen because we're streaming all the time from KSJE.com. Welcome also, though, to our viewers who are joining us this morning. The video of this program is streaming out live to the KSJE Facebook page and also to our YouTube channel. So welcome aboard, everyone. I am so glad that you are with us because coming up, a special program today. My guests, of course, from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. And today we are also honoring the Citizen, Business, and Nonprofit of the Year, recently awarded at the Farmington Chamber Banquet. So stay tuned to meet all these great folks and learn more about the Chamber and some of the events coming up. That all starts in the next few moments right here on KSJE. Then later on this hour, we'll be checking in with the Farmington Regional Animal Shelter as we do every Tuesday. We'll be telling you about some of the great pets available for adoption this week, including that good-looking dog you see on the screen right there. So stay tuned for that. That's Rufus, I think is his name, coming up later on at 8:50 a.m. on KSJE. Of course, Mick Hess will take over the studio next hour, our weekday classical music program, Roving with the Arts, beginning after the news at 9:06. A reminder, too, you can connect with us on X and Instagram in addition to Facebook and YouTube. And if you're a podcast person, you can subscribe and listen to KSJE podcasts for free. They're available where you're probably already listening to podcasts, so check it out and maybe discover a new local program that you may have missed. Outside our studios here at San Juan College, it is a cloudy Tuesday morning, about 29 degrees at the moment. We're expecting a day of mostly cloudy skies, maybe some sprinkles off and on, a windy day as well with a high of 52 in Farmington. Winds overnight tonight with a low near 26. It'll be partly sunny tomorrow with a high of 38 degrees on Wednesday, 46 with partly sunny skies on Thursday. And then take a look on Thursday night into Friday, maybe a chance of some more precipitation with a high of 49 on Friday, 46 with more chances for a rain-snow mix on Saturday, and then partly sunny and 47 on Sunday. I'll be back with my guests, the Farmington Chamber of Commerce, honoring their recent award winners right after this on KSJE. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center. The most important ingredients to sustaining health and wellness are the resources and tools that help you live a vibrant and healthy life. At San Juan Regional Medical Center, the goal is to promote health by making sure those resources are available. Find the path to the best life at lifebetterhere.com. San Juan Regional Medical Center. Better is our mission, improving lives through personalized health and care.
Life is all about getting from one place to another, from home to work, between school and the store. But what if you don't know exactly how to get there? That's where the Navigation Center can help. Maybe you've lost vital documents, need help with housing, or can't find a medical provider. Located inside Presbyterian Medical Services at 1001 West Broadway, the Navigation Center can help you navigate life's challenges. The San Juan County Navigation Center, connecting to resources, empowering lives.
And back in Studio A this morning with my guests, as I mentioned, from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. And you can't talk about the Farmington Chamber of Commerce without introducing Jamie Church, the president and CEO of the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back this month after a busy January for you.
Oh, my goodness. You are not kidding.
Yes,
we had a trip to Santa Fe for legislative things
that's right.
and the legislative reception and business day, and then we came right back from Santa Fe, and 3 days later we had the chamber banquet. So it was a busy time.
Lots of stuff, but congrats for corralling all of your winners to be with us this morning. It's really exciting to talk to them, and then we'll also update folks on some of the legislative stuff that I know you're keeping an eye on, and some other events that are coming up too. But without any further ado, though, we do have to introduce. Let's start with the citizen of the year.
All right.
And she is with us this morning, and it's great to have her here as well. Janice Giacchino, congratulations and welcome to KSJE. It's wonderful to have you here.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Farmington City Councilor, of course, is what you're known for as well.
Yes.
And now Citizen of the Year. How about that?
It was overwhelming. I'm still kind of in shock over it when I'm still receiving cards in the mail. My husband even has been getting phone calls telling people congratulations.
Well, he's married to the Citizen of the Year, so of course, right?
I transposed that. People telling him congratulations.
Well, that's okay, but that's wonderful. And there were a lot of great things that were said about you with your nomination, and when the award was given out, and you had no inkling that you were going to win this award, did you?
I knew only that I was nominated, but I had no idea that I was going to win. That was a complete shock.
Right. Got you. And Jamie Church, that's kind of by design, is it not? So
Yes.
you announce the nominees, but they don't know who the winner is. You try to keep that a big secret.
Exactly. And that is not easy, let me tell you. I mean, now at least we tell the nominees, so we're not trying to get them there under false pretenses, but trying to keep it secret and trying to keep it all coordinated. So, yes, they had no idea. So.
Right. Very exciting, which is why it's so fun to see the reactions when the name is announced. And we're seeing one of the photos as you went up to get your award, and you now join a list of other distinguished people, myself not included in that list, but Jamie Church is former Citizen of the Year.
Yes.
So
Scott and I. So it's a great group. And I should have thought to bring, maybe I'll post it, the list of previous award winners. So Scott's right. It's a great list of people in our community that do amazing things. And so, Janice, obviously you do so many things, and Vince read some of them off, but congratulations. Very well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you. And it is an honor to be among that list now, and we should have an alumni eventually.
Right. It's true. We're part of a special club now, aren't we?
We are.
All of us. And so talk to me just a little bit about your service to the city of Farmington as a city councilor, and some of your philosophies about serving the public and residents who live in your district, and things along that line.
Sure. I was first elected in March of 2018 and then re-elected recently in November of 23. The date changed because the state required us to change our election cycle. But I've been in this position now for close to 7 years, and it has been a journey. And COVID was a part of that, and I will count that as part of that journey. It gave us a moment to stop and think about what we're doing and why we do what we do as public servants. And I've kind of made it a full-time job, and I've campaigned on that because I want to be in full service to the citizens. And when Vince was reading off all of the things that I do, that is by design. I want to be accessible to the constituents and to the citizens of Farmington.
And a few years ago, before you were elected, I mean, what got you to think about politics? What was it that made you decide, I will throw my hat into the ring and get into this, which sometimes could be a little down and dirty business?
It can be, and that is the unfortunate side of it that I witness more often than I would like to admit. However, I was very heavily involved in partisan politics and still am, and helped many other people on their respective campaigns locally, statewide, and of course even nationally. But when someone who is currently elected now came to me and asked if I would help on their respective campaign, I said, but wait, what about this open seat that's going to leave? And they said, well, why don't you run? And I never thought of myself as the candidate, only as the person helping the candidate. And when I went home and told my husband, I had the craziest conversation today, and he said, well, it's about time. It's about time. You've been doing this, you're in it, you have a heart for service, and here we go.
There you go. Very, very good. And just talk to me a little bit about the city of Farmington. You talk to your constituents, those who live in your district and who don't live in your district, about the various things that the city does. Have you found, is there any misconception maybe with the public about the things that the city does? Like, why can't you get us a Panera Bread, or, what's going on with Costco, things like that? Is that some of the things that come to your office?
Scott, I really appreciate the question, because there are many times that this happens where people don't understand what authority we do and don't have. The state plays a role in that. They're a bigger governmental authority than we are, and so we have to play by their rules. That plays a part sometimes, particularly with East Main Street. That is a state highway, and the city doesn't have control over the potholes and the various conditions on East Main Street. So that I'll start with. Second is zoning laws. There are private property rights here in Farmington. If something is zoned a certain way, then certain businesses have the right to go in there without even having to ask for permission. And that is another thing that is sometimes coming up and creates conversations that are not friendly.
Right. But the city doesn't have a lot of control about what business decides to come to Farmington. They're doing their own due diligence and research before they decide to maybe relocate here, or maybe a franchisee wants to build a building or a business here, and it's really up to that private individual and corporation.
Yes. We don't get to choose who comes here. Now, we do have Warren Unsicker as our economic development director. He works diligently trying to seek places to come here and helps them do site selections and things like that. But no, other than trying to reach out, we don't have control over who does and who does not come here. But a Panera Bread would be great.
See, there you go. There's an endorsement from the Citizen of the Year. So it'll happen. Now it's going to happen because it's on the record. But that's wonderful. Well, Janice Giacchino, thank you again. Thank you for your service. And there's a lot of exciting projects going on in the city of Farmington. The mayor was on with me just a week or so ago talking a little bit about the resumption of commercial air service to Farmington coming up in just a few weeks. Again, some of the big projects like the Growers Market Pavilion and some of the Animas River Wave construction that's going on down by the museum, and many other projects that the city is working on. It seems like a lot of things. The All Abilities Park, of course, too,
Boundless Journey
is another one. So lots of things that I know you played a role in too, and of course the city council to vote to approve all these things. So congratulations on some of these things that are coming to fruition this year. It's a busy year.
Thank you. Quality of life for the citizens is important, and I'm happy to be a part of that.
Well, you were awarded for that, I think, with the Citizen of the Year. So thank you very much for being here this morning.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Jamie.
You're very welcome. Janice Giacchino, the Citizen of the Year from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce banquet, and that's just how it goes, right?
That's right.
Honoring these great people who are adding to the quality of life in Farmington.
Right. And I just, want to say thank you to everybody who made nominations. This was the first year we added on the nonprofit of the year, and we got just a tremendous amount of nominations, and then also for citizen and business of the year, which we're going to get to in just a second. So, the nomination process is something we do through the chamber. You can do it online. Typically towards the end of the year, we start really getting the word out in October. But we welcome people to our chamber members, but just the community. Send these nominations because we have so many great people, businesses, nonprofits, and we love to hear all the good things they're doing. So
very true. There was a long list of nominees that you showed at the banquet
right.
that I was always impressed about too, because that means that somebody wanted to put their name or more than one into the running, and so it was nice to see.
Yep, absolutely.
Some of these places
really
as well.
fun.
So very good. Well, let's move on to the business of the year, and congratulations to them. Whitney Chavez is here representing the business of the year, which is Ultimate Performance UTV. Whitney, good morning. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And congratulations to you
Thank you.
and your business.
Yep, it's a bit of a whirlwind. I'm not going to lie. Like Janice said, we're still kind of in shock. People come in and congratulate us, and it's kind of surreal a little bit.
Right. Now, you knew you were nominated.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what went through your mind, I guess, as Vince Moffat, the chairman of the board of the chamber, read off your name as the winner?
It took quite a few hot seconds. To me, it felt like minutes, but yes.
Right.
I kind of sat there and like, what are they doing on the screen? Why is our name on there? It was kind of actually embarrassing a little bit because we had no idea. We did not expect it. We were talking about the list of people that were on that board.
The other businesses,
Just to be included with some of those businesses that have been here for way longer than our business has was a complete honor.
Right, right. Well, but again, the nomination talked about some of the things that your business does in the community, which is substantial and I think important of recognition. You work very closely with the Riley Men's Health Foundation through the San Juan Regional Medical Center Foundation that help men with health care costs and things like that.
That is correct. So this is our 4th year going on. Actually, this is, I think, our 5th year.
Okay.
This year. Last year, we were able to, each year that we've done this, we've been able to grow the amount of money that's coming in for that fund. Helping Men in San Juan County is not only an awesome nonprofit that we have here, but all of the funds stay within San Juan County. I think that's huge. That group of people spend a lot of time and efforts really trying to focus on men, making sure that they have what they need, the medical care that they need, but a lot of times just providing for their family, continuing to keep them going. So that's really something that's very important to us. We feel like it's a big part of our community, and being able to help kind of customize and beef up the razor each year has, over the 5 years, has continued to show that we can bring in a little bit more money by making it a little bit more custom.
Right. But that's a big deal. I mean, that's a big investment, I think, from your business, and certainly the foundation appreciates, and the Riley Men's Health Foundation too. I think your efforts, because that gets interest in the charity, in the nonprofit, and then also in the tickets to maybe get a chance to win
Yes.
that wonderful razor.
For sure. We usually pair our unit with a Hawkins trailer. And he donates it. We kind of work together in making sure that the two somewhat go hand in hand.
They're usually color coordinated, aren't they? A little bit,
try
or at least
to, yes.
complementary. Yeah,
Yes.
right.
We've got a lot of vendors, a lot of people that we work with within our business that first kind of years, you start asking, like, do you want to be part of this? This is really cool. Like, let me give you all the info. And now we have people that are calling us, asking us, when's the next build? How can we help? You already have tires? I want on your list for next year. So showing the excitement, the hype, really kind of gets the word out. But we've got people from other states that are buying tickets. But again, all the money stays within San Juan County. So it's really nice to be a small local business that's helping our small local town just be able to thrive in a different area.
Right. And now we can see why they won, can't we? Jamie Church with
right.
a philosophy like that, right?
Right. And
It's amazing.
she mentioned what's going on with the Riley Men's Health Fund.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another event that they sort of kickstarted a few years ago. But also, a lot of what we're working on in our community is the outdoor recreation. And they really work with that with the whole 4x4 and off-road week. And last year they had a business after hours to kind of kick off that whole week. And we're already talking about this year's business after hours to do that. So I think that involvement and that promoting that whole aspect of the outdoor rec and what we're trying to do is another reason that when the executive committee looked at these nominations, that was a piece of it. So
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. And let me ask you again, too, as Jamie was talking about this whole idea of outdoor recreation. I mean, your business seems perfectly suited to really address some of the market that is looking for these opportunities to have fun literally outside our back door. We live in a wonderful place for outdoor recreation, and it seems like you've been able to really tap into that market, and then also in a charitable way be able to kind of help folks to learn to enjoy it as well.
For sure. Yeah, no, we, when we first opened, we opened right in the middle of COVID, and everybody kind of thought we were crazy. But that was the one thing that people were able to do. They were able to get out with their families. They were able to go outdoors. And so it was a great time. And that has never altered. Our area, our back door, is an awesome location for us to get out in multiple ways with the whole Joy Your Journey, off-road, 4x4. We've got, the most diverse area, mountain biking, razor riding, all the things. So being able to really highlight that for our community and push it, talk with BLM. We've got another company or group that we work with that puts trailhead signs in. It's about knowing where you can go, what you can do, and then utilizing it. So we really try and push that. We try and educate our customers on what kids need to wear helmets and what the rules are and how to properly register your vehicles and be on the road, because we are blessed here in Farmington to be able to be on the roads in some aspect. So we want to make sure that we keep that and moving forward with it. But like Jamie said, with Off-Road Prom, we added that to the lineup to help with bring in some more money for the Riley Men's Health Fund. Super fun event. Each year we have a different theme for it, but we're able to bring in more funds to help. But you show up in your side-by-side or your Jeep, or so just a different event. Who doesn't love a fun event that you can get dressed up in?
In this town, we all love a fun event. That's true.
And then with 4x4 Week, Rick Jenkins has got a lot going on with that, and we are very happy to be a part of that. With Downtown Takeover this year, we actually are giving away the Razor at 4x4 Week, so we're super excited about that. Just being involved in any way that we can, and getting people outdoors.
Exactly. Very true. And you mentioned the Off-Road Prom. I just wanted to give a shout out to that. That is an event coming up scheduled for September?
September 20th, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
And are we announcing the theme yet or not yet?
I can, yes.
Okay.
Neon Moon.
Neon Moon.
We are going to go a little country with this one.
Okay.
And I think we've got quite a bit of excitement towards that. A lot of local companies that are being involved. That's another thing that we really highlight with Off-Road Prom is all of the raffle items and all of the people that we use are all local businesses from San Juan County. So
wonderful.
Try and keep it local.
Very good. And is that theme the first time it's been announced? Are we having breaking news this morning?
It has been announced once, but not out in the world. No,
okay.
It's been talked about on a flyer, but
love it. Okay.
Hasn't been that much.
Thank you for saving that for the show. I appreciate that very much. And congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Very well deserved.
Nick and I are very honored. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, well, you should be. And you do a lot for the community, so it's great, again, to see that recognition.
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, Jamie Church, we have to talk about the new category this year.
That's right.
Which is Nonprofit of the Year.
Right. And so before I came to work for the Chamber, I was working for a very well-known nonprofit in Farmington, Child Haven Foundation. So I really have a heart for nonprofits. We also recognize the Nonprofit Professional of the Year at the Women's Summit because nonprofits do a tremendous amount to help improve the lives of our citizens, the quality of life. They do so much, and I think we forget that they are run by directors and executive directors, and they've got a whole lot going on, just like a business does. So we brought on Nonprofit of the Year. So we're very excited to have Catherine here with San Juan United Way, our Nonprofit of the Year.
Catherine Abeda is here. Congratulations, and great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
And to talk about the work that you do. And of course, full disclosure, I am a member of the board of San Juan United Way. So it was fun to be able to celebrate with everybody and the other board members who were at the banquet to get the first ever Nonprofit of the Year award from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce.
Yes. It was so exciting. And just like everybody has said so far, it was such a surprise. Jamie is the best secret keeper in town.
Right.
We know that now.
Right.
We knew we were nominated, and it was such an honor. It was such an honor to be nominated. Just a lot of the work that we do tends to be behind the scenes. We work really hard to help be a support to the nonprofits in the community, especially those that serve health and human services and have a direct service to clients and to people who are facing just all kinds of different challenges. And so we're there to support them and to really help bring the community in to be able to support them. We know a lot of the nonprofits are, their capacity might be small, but they are mighty. And so I guess our United Way is a way in our community that we can bring in more people, resources, advocacy, and a platform to the work that's going on in those nonprofits so they don't have to stop doing what they're doing. They can keep delivering services to the community and helping out. And I really appreciate Jamie for years of cooperation and partnership to just help bring awareness to a cause or the nonprofits, and then just helping businesses connect to nonprofits and causes they care about it's really been a joy because, just like Whitney said, these local businesses want to give back. And so we can help partner. And when we do that, we just see every business has their own their own, I guess, special consideration in the community that they care about. And so kind of adding that all up together, we've got this safety net that's supported by not just the nonprofits, but also the business community. So it's really an honor to get to be included in that and to partner with them throughout the year.
Very true. And as Janice Chiquino mentioned, I think it's a quality of life issue as well, too, right?
Absolutely.
Of how we treat our maybe most vulnerable citizens, I guess is what I'm trying to say, right?
Absolutely, yeah. People who are in the most need or find themselves in a crisis. Sometimes people are in a chronic need where, it's going to take a lot of help. It's going to take a lot of services and resources. But oftentimes, too, we find people finding themselves in need for the very first time. That's something that I think it's a nationwide thing, especially out of the pandemic. There's just more and more need, and it looks different. And meeting that need looks different. So we're working on adapting and trying to meet that. Right.
Well, and I was going to bring that up, too, that I think our local United Way is really working to include more agencies, more nonprofits who may be in need of some funding that can maybe help them do that next thing or help that next family or whatever the case may be, and really kind of shifting a little bit of the focus from just the member agency model to more of a inclusive model of other nonprofits in the community. Isn't that where we're headed?
It is.
I've been trying to pay attention at the meetings.
You've been doing a great job, Scott. You've been doing a great job. And I mean, United Way has quite a legacy in San Juan County for giving and giving and giving. And another thing that I could never not say is that 100% of the money people give stays in San Juan County. Unless you ask us to send your money to a nonprofit out of the community, we're not. So it stays locally. And so the fact that now we're being able to open up the granting process to other nonprofits in the community that are serving these critical needs that might, maybe they don't have a sign, maybe they don't have a marketing team, so we don't know what they're doing. The community needs to know. And so by putting out, we actually have an open call right now for grant applications. They're smaller, they're $5,000, but they're open to any nonprofit in San Juan County that provides health and human services and is providing a basic need. So what our big goal right now is to take a look at the programs that are serving basic needs and how could $5,000 of unrestricted funds, these all came from all of our individual paychecks. If we donate a few dollars, it's all put together.
Right.
It doesn't have the red tape of federal grants and state grants. It just has the red tape of your community saying, what can you do with this to meet the most critical needs that we're facing. And so we're putting a call out that's actually throughout the rest of the week. It ends on Friday for applications.
Okay.
And then by early next week, we would also like to have our sign up complete for volunteers. So this is also another part where we really want to involve the community, because the community decides where the money goes.
Right.
I just work here. I just make it happen, but the community decides. So we'll bring together dozens of community members. It averages about 30 to 50 community members for each panel.
Okay.
And they review these applications and help make funding recommendations to the board, which then you will receive next month to make final funding recommendations. And then we'll get to turn out some money to the community.
Always exciting. And again, you mentioned that the $5,000, these grants that are being put out right now to a small nonprofit, that may not be a small amount. That may be a game changer for a program they're trying to get off the ground or running a little short of funds on or whatever the case may be. But that's what these grants are designed to help with.
Yes, and we hear so often, even in larger nonprofits where they have $1 million+ budgets, $5,000 might not seem a lot, but in grant-funded work, it's all already allocated. It's all already marked, and there's certain things that need to happen, or it would improve the quality of life for people in our community if we just had a few unrestricted dollars. And so by getting to have this $5,000, it can be used in whatever way to cover gaps in funding so that you can provide the best service to the people in our community.
There you go. Wonderful. Well, congratulations again. You have a small but mighty team.
Yes.
And congrats to all of you, because I know the work that you all do from being at those meetings, and I'm proud to be on the board, and I'm glad that you still want me on the board. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the work that you do each and every day, because
Thank you.
it's really life-changing. It really is. Jamie Church?
Yes.
Right?
I'm just loving listening to all of these.
Right?
Great. And no, it just makes me so happy.
Well,
yeah, I'm very happy.
It's great to see and great to celebrate too. So thank you for putting together the banquet to
Absolutely.
celebrate all these great individuals, businesses, and nonprofits. Because again, the United Way was on a list of other really
Yes, they
really
were.
serious
Mhm. Yes, they
nonprofits
were.
that
Yeah.
probably will be honored in the years to come. But
Yes.
thank you for adding that category this year. I think
Yeah.
it's been great.
It's
so,
important. So-
Yeah, we just have a couple of minutes remaining this morning, so I wanted to ask you. You mentioned the legislature just real quick.
Oh, yeah.
You're still watching
We're
this.
still watching House Bill 11,
okay.
the paid family medical leave. I was just texting with somebody yesterday about where is it. I think they're still waiting to bring it to the Commerce Committee. We are watching that very closely.
Okay.
You've got up on the screen right now the Business to Business Expo. So that's coming up on April 4th. And this was an event we did last year, and it's going to be bigger and better this year, but the spaces are filling quickly. So contact me at the chamber for about that. And then you also brought up the coffee, which is I'm really excited about because I love bookstores. And so this Friday, we have our focus on Farmington coffee at 9 a.m. at the new independent bookstore downtown, which is called Quill and Quest. And I'm excited, too, because we're bringing in 2 other small businesses to help, Oso Grande Coffee and our newest chamber member, Glazed, the donut
Nice.
people. Donuts and a lot more, actually. So
Right.
they will be providing donuts. And so this is just really exciting. We want everybody to come down. These are always free. They are open to anybody in the community. I know it might be snowing, but that's going to even make it better. Imagine
That's
we'll be
right.
down there with our coffee. It'll be snowing. It'll be so great. And we're going to show some love on Valentine's Day to our new bookstore in Farmington.
Very
which
good.
I've been wanting for years. So I'm very excited about that.
There you are again at 218 West Main Street,
Yes.
and that is the home of the former downtown
Former.
bookstore.
Yes,
so
Andrea
folks may
Christine.
remember
Yes,
that
yes.
location if you're
So-
wondering where that is. So, and that building's been vacant for a long time. So nice to see
Yes, great to
something
see.
in there and downtown. So
So
very
again, this is Friday,
Yep.
and everybody is welcome to attend. So 9 a.m. and really looking forward to that.
yeah, me too. So
Yeah.
very good. Thank you. Well, thank you everybody for being here. What a great show to honor all these award winners from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce and tell their stories. Janice Chiquino, thank you for being here. Whitney Chavez, thank you for being here. Catherine Abeda, thank you for being here as well, everybody. And Jamie, thank you for, again, wrangling all these busy folks to come in and be with us this morning. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. I've enjoyed every second of it. So thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, everyone. My guests here, Farmington Chamber of Commerce and Citizen Business and Nonprofit of the Year on KSJE. KSJE and the San Juan College Native American Center present the Student Study Tip of the Week.
Hello there, it's me, Emin Chi, Achievement Coach with the Native American Center, bringing you coaching tips of the week. For week 3, taking good notes. Study starts in the classroom. Pay attention and take good notes. So when you're studying later, you can just review information instead of looking for it for the first time. Speak with your professor about recording lectures on your phone. A recording can complement your notes so you can go back and re-listen to the information in case there are other details you pick up later to note them. Effective note-taking strategies can have a direct impact on your study habits, and it is one of the most important study tips for college.
The Student Study Tip of the Week is presented by the San Juan College Native American Center and KSJE.